Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Big Sky Farms. Spring is, whoa, there we go. We jumped right into the Fendt. Didn't even get to do my intro. How do you like that? Since we're here, we're gonna fold this guy up and get him headed up to cornfield where we are gonna harvest some corn, and then we're gonna quick see if we can get some winter wheat planted in that field. We got to get the corn off first, so that's the major goal for today. Let's get some flashers going. There we go. All right, so it has been a very hot minute since I have been with you guys. We've got some live streams going, but this is it's just been a little bit. Life's been crazy. As many of you know from the live streams, we've moved, we've settled in. Life is starting to slow down a little bit. Work is going good. Everybody's settled in, and think I'm starting to find a groove, finding some time here or there to do a little bit of farm sim. I've been able to get some time lapses up for you guys and even squeeze in a live stream or two. But for right now, that's kind of what we're going to be looking at, is some sporadic live streams and some time lapses. There is just not enough time in the day for me to get all of this done like I want it to, and you guys deserve kind of some better content than what I can give you right now. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see what we do with it from here. I would love to get some other stuff going. If you've been following the community at all, Loma, Montana is coming out. I used to live about 3.5 miles from Loma, or 3.5 hours, excuse me, 3.5 hours. So driven that road, watching the couple of live streams on it, and the release of it by FSG. Cannot wait to get my hands on that map. We're going to do big things on that map with combines, with air drills. The 715 case quad track will make an appearance. That's one that's going to be near and dear to my heart. Can't wait to get that map and get it rolling. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're planning. Let's actually get this guy, if we can clear the power pole, unfolded. And then I think, if I remember correctly, I left off, I kind of had things going for corn harvest. And then we're going to leave those that way. All right. So we've got this guy who is full of corn. So we're going to go see if we can get him unloaded. And then I think I left the cart pretty full as well, so we'll have to go unload that. And then we will see what we can do. Get everything filled back up again and get this corn off and get some winter wheat in the ground. All right. So let's see if I remember which of my buttons does what here. It has been a hot minute. Let's see, I think I gotta do, there we go. I think we're at number 2. Yep, there we go. Got her going. Got her going. So, Upper Missouri River Valley has been a great map. I started down a certain road with this series, had great plans for it, and then they just did not pan out, turned into a time lapse. This is going to be kind of our go-to series. We're just going to try to expand. We've got the Fendt 9, we've got the Fendt 1038, we've got the Avatar stuff for planting, we've got a Maestro for planting corn, and so we're just going to kind of work through things that way. and see what we can do. Let's pull up the map here and go to it. So we started over here on the eastern end of the map, in this area right here. This is the build your own farm version. So that's what we're doing here. Why aren't there any field numbers on this? That's weird. Oh, that would be why. Let's see if we can get some of this stuff back on there. There we go. That looks better. Okay, still don't have any field numbers, but that's okay. So we started off with these two fields, which we just plowed together. They are currently wheat stubble. We're going to either do some cover crops if there's time in the fall yet, or we might do even a little bit more, or we won't put them into wheat. They'll be corn next year. So these are our three corn fields right here. And then this is a field we just picked up that will be winter wheat next year. Hopefully we got it in early enough that we can do some double crop beans with it. We shall see on that one. So you guys have been looking at me enough. Let's get me out of the video here and let's go ahead and continue on with what we're doing. So we've got this guy unloaded. Let's get him back out to the field. I have switched out a couple of mods here. You know I love my GPS mod, but I have tried the vehicle control mod. And, well, it's been pretty good so far. Still working on that muscle memory to get those keybinds set and ready. So, making sure those are where are we at? Oh, that's right. We are going to getting those keybinds set and going. It's been sort of a bit of a challenge, being used to the GPS where it's just, you know, you straight set. Vehicle control, you can do a little bit of more automated turning, which you will see here in this series. And I am totally goofing up this opening because I started on the 6th row. Well, we'll do an opening of 6. That won't, well, we could just, yeah, we'll just come up and go around. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. So, mainly wanted to start out on an end, see how far we can get down here, and go from there. So we will launch this into a little bit of a time lapse for you guys, just until we get a little more action going. And so welcome back to the channel again. Appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like what you see, let's give a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, check out the videos. But most importantly, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving a little bit of your time to me. I do appreciate it. We will catch you when the tank is full. Well, that is a little bit of an awkward row of shame there behind us. You can still see we're trying to get adjusted to this vehicle control mod and don't quite have our GPS set the way we want it. So we're going to pop the heads up and see where we're at so we don't run over a bunch of corn. And we'll see if we can get this baby stopped right on the money. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to jump back over to our Kloss. We went with the 960 Terra Track. I've actually driven one of these in real life, and it's kind of cool. So nothing super special with it, but it is kind of cool. So since we are swinging past the truck, we're just going to unload on our way by, and that way we can leave this in the middle of our opening and hopefully be able to just kind of keep it in the opening there and unload in the middle of the field as we go. We might even just stop and back out of the row and go unload even if we're not quite full, just to keep things kind of rolling fairly smooth. So let's see here. All right. We'll get this unloaded here, and then we'll be back at it. All right, just a couple hundred bushels left to get us finished up. There we go. A little twist of the wrist on the Farm Sim Task farm stick. And gets our auger up out of the way. And as any good grain cart driver would do, they'll take care of that little skip row for us. And we'll get up here under the cart, under the combine, get unloaded. We'll jump the wrong way, and as we're unloaded, we'll get things rolling here. I could probably set up the cart to work on an auto drive unloader course, but I think we're just going to run it kind of manually like this and just kind of see how this goes. I kind of like doing both. It'd be super simple to set us up on a combine course, but that wouldn't let me drive the combine much. I'd be doing all the grain carting, and I like to drive the combine as well. So one of the cool things I found is being able to do this in cab. In-cab driving has been kind of one of those things that's growing on me the more I use a wheel to play. So we can look all around the cab here, and using the Logitech G29 wheel, it's been awesome. And the SimTask stick has been probably one of the most cost-effective investments I've made in my gaming, as well as one of the best. Again, getting a few bugs worked out with the keybinds, but have most of those settled out, and am really enjoying that. So well done to Thrustmaster in getting that done and getting that built. Working with Giants on that. Excellent work. Loving every minute of it. So we are another whole skip row, and that is solely because somebody, that would be me, did not have the GPS on. So if you look in the lower right corner there, right above the speedometer, you see the lights are, or the numbers are blue. Gives us the width of our implement or our header and the direction that we are locked in and going. And if I push the button there, they turn white and we're unlocked. But if we turn them blue with the push of a button on the back side of the stick, makes it engages our GPS, and we are spot on, and away we go. So, where I realized I goofed up, let's go back out here, with our GPS settings is there is no quick way to adjust our lane skip. There might be a way to set it up to increase that with keybinds. I'm not sure. I might have to play with that. But so right now I would want to skip one to the left. If I push that right now, it'll just turn us right around to the left. So we're going to pick up our header. We'll just disengage. We'll cruise around here and get it lined up, and maybe boy, that was really bad, wasn't it? My goodness. Oofta. Still the worst driver in Farm Sim. What is this going on here? Okay. All right. So we got all that going for us. Good, good. We are running about 232 bushel to the acre with this corn, so yield has been fantastic and phenomenal. 80%, we're going to throw an auger out. There's our beep. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make it all the way back to the cart, so a super good problem to have that we can't get down and back with one combine, one binful. So might be something that we look at parking something on each end and just doing a pass, unloading, doing a pass and unloading. Or we might just cave and build us a little auto drive course, and then we'll just unload the semi when it needs it. Might be something we'll try. So, but yeah. Oh, was not watching that one, and we drove over a little bit of crop because I was not watching the bin. Completely ignored the sensors. Tell you what. All right, jump back over here to our Kloss machine. Yeah, let's get under that and get unloaded. So kind of a neat tractor, this TerraTrack. Believe it's not in cab, it does kind of bounce you around, very similar to the real life one. So kind of interesting there. But let's get this unloaded. All right, so we're back. We're unloaded. We can fire us up. Engage our GPS right away this time. Hold in our auger. And I'll bet by the time we get to the end, will be enough for a truck full. So to keep this kind of moving along, we might just have to get a course set up and an auto drive unload course set up for both the semi and the cart. The problem is semi holds more than the cart, so we'd have to make sure that our unload points and our weight points are set. Might have to play with that. We'll have to see how that goes. Maybe I just unload the truck quick and let the cart fill us so we can get semi loads at a time. That might be the fastest and the best way to go. Hopefully my audio works for this one. Otherwise, we are just going to we're just going to time lapse this baby and away we will go. But yeah, 150 bushels should be really close to, well, we should be 200 by the time we hit the end. That should be enough to top off that semi truck. And then maybe we can just hire a worker. And to make sure we send that worker down the right side so we can unload him on the go. I don't know. We'll have to play with this. We'll have to see. Have to see how this works. And unload that. Hopefully not hit the spout on a power pole. We missed it. Good, good. Just over 209 bushels. I don't think quite going to have the semi topped off, because I think we can fit more than 100 bushels in that center center compartment there. Oh yeah, we're way off. Huh. Okay, I have an idea. Let's get this folded in and get this guy back here and lined up with our next pass. We're going to hire a worker, and we'll come up and unload said worker on the go. Let's get them rolling with that. We'll jump over to our class. And yeah, let's circle around this way. So cool thing about vehicle control is as I turn the wheel, the camera in cab turns, which is kind of a really cool option. It's one of those small creature comfort things that I really like. Adds to the immersion of the game. Now I am wondering, there's 100 bushels there, how much we can bleed off of this. I think this is just the smaller cart. So I want to try with this cart and auto drive again, because I don't know how well auto drive likes the custom modding Demco. The problem with it on a different save, I think that might be what it is. So, oh, missed another little spot. This is right here is the key of a great grain cart driver, is they catch those skips. So let's see if we can get. Why are we not unloading? There we go. Because weren't in the right spot. So let's get unloaded here. We can watch there in the lower left with our vehicle inspector to know when in fact that combine is empty. Once it's empty, we can stop. We hope. There we go. And we'll jump over to our truck and we'll get this unloaded. And then we'll come back and see where our combine is, and that might just give us enough time to build that course. We will just have to see. So we're going to do this. There we go. Dump the front hopper. Dump the, hopefully, middle hopper. Yep. Okay, getting the last few bushels out of there. We can head back to the field. Let's catch. So this guy's going to be okay. So we are going to go unload this, and we can catch our unloader. See if we can get a course. I figure out what field we're in here, and I don't know which one it is. I'll just call it the home field. So home cart, home weight. We'll just record a simple little course here, and hopefully that will get us to what we need done. So great on this I can just tip that baby. There we go. Let's get this ready. And we want to make sure that our record and not record are set correctly. Or our start and stop, because otherwise we're going to start recording this and it's going to automatically connect it to that other course out there, which is what we don't want. So we are going to start our course. All right. Let's do this. Let's get our second point. Come on. Okay. That point is going to be home cart. Okay. Now we'll spin around. And we are not going to make it. Our combine won't make the end, so we're just going to let him do his thing. This will be home. Wait. Attention. Worker F has a full grain tank. And then we will come around here. Get lined up. There we go. I do have the pre-built course on here. It is a little bit deceiving in that it's for the one with all the buildings on it, and this one is the build your own. So there's no buildings on it, so some of the points don't quite line up, so I had to tweak it a little bit. But let's get rid of this. And then we need to change this all to, we're going to do the weight. And then we're going to do the, didn't it keep our other point? Ruh-roh. No, it didn't keep our other point. Well, what did we do there? We'll do home cart. Okay. And we'll set our unload point to the home cart. Excellent. We'll get rid of those. No harvester found with it. We will get to the harvester, but we're going to unhire this worker. We're going to back it out of here. We're going to go unload this one manually ourselves. Ooh, I hope I can get in there. Ooh, it's going to be close. Oh, just enough. Okay, I don't think I can fit all 485 in here, but I can hopefully get it, enough of it off that we can finish this pass, get turned around and headed the other way, and then we can unload on the go. We can test and see if our unloader is going to work or not to speed up this process. Okay, leaves us about 50 bushel in the bottom of the tank. That is just fine. And we'll get lined up here. We might have to freehand this pass just because it was the hired worker doing it. We'll make her work. Not a problem. Okay. Fire up the separator. We're going to get, and just because I like to do it, we're going to do that. And then, oh, maybe, there we go. Perfect. So we'll set our speed. Another fun mod that I've been using quite a bit is the speed control. Gives you 3 different levels of cruise control, basically. And that has been working great. So we're going to pick the header up. We want to make a left-hand turn automatically. So if I had a camera on the steering wheel, you would see that I did not touch the wheel at all for that one. And we are still leaving a strip. What is going on here? That is not good. Huh. Okay. Well, we need to change this to home weight. There we go. And now this should trigger. We'll look down here on the left. As soon as that auger gets all the way out, our TerraTrack is going to come screaming over here. Unload us on the go, hopefully. We can turn around and take this. And I think once we get this little patch off, we might call it a day. Because this video has droned on quite long enough for you guys. So, all right, here we go. Is this going to work? Is it going to work? Might have to go ahead and get that cart just a little closer. Thank goodness for the visual imperfections of Courseplay or of Farm Sim. We are getting the... Yep, so we're going to go ahead and shut that off. Our trick is going to be, when do we want that to be called? Let's see what those settings are. Pre-call level 60%. We're going to lower that to 40. So hopefully when we get up to 40%, it will send that message to the class and get him rolling. And we won't even have to do anything. They'll just show up and we can throw out the auger and away we will go. Let's dip down and see. I bet we hit 40% before the end of the row. So, okay, so we're coming up on the end of the row here. We will be able to do a right turn, and you will see what we got going. All right. So as we come out of the end of the row here, we are going to pick up the header like we would at any time, and then for me, it's going to be a button click down. And that worked out well. Whoop, got you guys into the trees. Sorry about that. Whew. Get the header down. And we are still going to have a row of shame, which I think we should be able to sneak over. We'll be okay there. All right, so 48%. Nobody is moving yet. Oh, you know what? That's for like a silage chopper. Okay, so we, at 50%, need to fold out our auger. Okay, auger's coming out. Class, we can just see start to move. Away we go. So he will hopefully drive right down this pass of corn. And he'll hopefully not turn in too far behind us, that he can catch up, because I think they go to the spot where the auger came out, which it's not really, it's not terrible, but it's not perfect either. But I really need him to catch us in the next 30% so we don't have to stop. And I am afraid as we spin around here, that's just not gonna happen, I don't think. I am afraid. All right. What do you think, guys? Place your bets. I don't think he's going to make it before we hit 90%. I don't understand why he stops and backs up. We are going to have to stop Didn't quite get it stopped fast enough, but it really goofs him up. This is interesting. We're just gonna kind of see what happens here. Hopefully he pulls in to unload. All right, so that worked for us. We'll spin this back around. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a blast having you guys back. There we go. I can say a proper goodbye. Thank you guys so much for joining us. First live video in a while. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. The channel has grown. Hope to do some fun things as we get rolling here. Come back and see us another time. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you liked it. Bye.